Hey Yoshiko, how would you react if you suddenly got a boyfriend? No would have worked too, but if you want to be a bitch about it. Oh look, I'm bitching about Love Live fans again. The expected reaction is probably going to be,
Shut up!
I will when I'm dead. So remember when I said about 3 videos back when I thought rabbit shippers would think I'm an asshole for shipping Honoka Kosuka with a male OC? Well, I thought maybe now would be a good time to delve into a topic that I wanted to discuss for a while now. If you're familiar with idol series similar to Love Live, you'd know that they rarely feature people of the opposite gender, which isn't a problem in and of itself. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But a select few people hate the very idea of somebody with a penis even breathing the same air as the idols. Normally, I would say to each their own, but the reasoning some of these people have is extremely stupid. So I'm going to be a bastard again and entertain all 12 of you that are subbed with my takes on some of these reasonings because, oh boy. So we turn to Reddit now, a place filled with only the smartest and brightest minds that definitely aren't composed of people that haven't seen sunlight in decades. That said, I do think that there is something in what this person says with how possessive some of these fans can be about the idols. Specifically, this guy brings up the incident with Shizuku Mimori, who voices Umi Sonoda in the series, and her dating the wrestler Kazuchika Okada. And this guy was sent a few death threats by some possessive fans. Though that wasn't the norm, a lot of people actually sent their best wishes to the couple, and the two of them are now married, so good on them. However, this person, the OP, suggests that maybe Love Live does something like Idolmaster did with a male spin-off a la Side M or Argonavis for Bangdream. He also suggested that maybe people should just act like normal human beings and not throw a shit fit when one of the idols, whether the characters or the voice actresses, get a boyfriend or get married. Now, if you asked me, if Love Live were to have a male character play a major role, I wouldn't really care that much. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But whether it does or does not happen, I don't think that a man existing in Love Live should affect somebody's perceptions of the series. Especially since Nico's little brother exists and also the girls' fathers do. But that's enough about me. Let's talk about these idiots. I personally, and I imagine a lot more of the non-vocal community, don't particularly care about males or lack thereof in Love Live. Inevitably, they exist, but they don't need to show them because they aren't relevant to the plot or character development. Think of Hollywood films and how many of them have thrown a character in for the sake of equality or diversity. I'm fine with Love Live being solely focused on the girls and their path to idols. I don't want male characters introduced for the sake of having male characters. I don't really want male characters introduced at all, but that's just me. I see a lot of words, but all I hear is, I don't want my waifus taken away from me. The path that idols take is a hard one, requiring many sacrifices, including a private and or love life, which would make sense why both sets of Aqua and Muse don't have any canonical relationships, as they wouldn't have the time to even pursue one. Maybe Canon, due to running her grandfather's diving shop, and Dia and Mari too, because of the nature of how their families work. But I mean, the other girls, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to make the time. Remember, these characters are canonically high schoolers. Having a relationship with a girl or a boy at that age is not out of the question. Also, even if a guy does exist, that doesn't automatically mean one of the characters are going to date them. In the anime as well, if they were to introduce any sort of male character in the Love Live universe, at least one episode would be taken up with some shitty romance plot that either goes nowhere or spans several episodes, which takes away from why I'd watch, which is solely for the girls. How do you know? Can you see the future? Again, just because a guy exists does not mean that they're going to date one of the characters. You do know that guys and girls can be just platonic friends in real life, don't you? Tropes are well established in anime and they rarely change, so if a canonical hetero couple is introduced, most likely the female character is reduced to being the male character's girlfriend and nothing more.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I have no faith in the writers, and I think that just because a girl and a guy exist in the same scene, they immediately start bonking each other. That fear is ridiculous when you're talking about a series like Love Live, which is partially successful because of how well developed some of these characters are. Most of the time. Fuck off, Ayumu! If one of the characters does end up getting in a relationship, their previous character development doesn't just immediately go away unless the writers are horrifically incompetent. To me, it just seems like you don't really like these characters as much as you say you do if you think that just getting a boyfriend or girlfriend or the like would just immediately diminish them to just the girlfriend. They don't get diminished when you ship the girls with each other, so the same applies if a male character is introduced. Well, the same should apply. Well, I do agree that Love Live should have at least one male be around. I waited all season 2 to see Canon's grandpa, dammit. Imagine wasting your time watching the worst season of Love Live for absolutely nothing. I prefer not to see guys become main characters. When you include males into the equation, people stop caring about what the girls are striving for, what their dreams are, or what they want to do for being an idol in favor of seeing them get paired up with whatever guy is around them the most, or stupid reasons like sharing the same color. Skipper my son, if you would.
Don't give me excuses, give me results!
Look at what fandom you're part of. Love Live fans ship the girls for stupid reasons all the fucking time. Specifically, after the first Nijigasaki episode dropped, people immediately started shipping Shizuku with the drama club president after one scene. I'm not fucking kidding. And this isn't against the art or the artists themselves. They look great. But I still think it's a bit ridiculous to ship one of the main characters in Nijigasaki with a character whose name isn't even revealed to us yet. But no, it's stupid when men are involved, because you have a hate boner for the opposite sex, I guess. Love Live managing to get a 50-50 split between male and female fans makes it clear they're doing something right, and honestly, I don't really see why it needs to change. I am a female myself. Yep, you do have a hate boner. And while I'm older than the characters, I can still relate a bit to what everyone goes through without having the issue of liking boys becoming a topic just because they're girls. I can relate to some of the characters too, like Rina Tanoji and Chika Takumi. And I don't have a vagina. That said, I'm happy that you can relate to the characters. And outside the anime and music, the biggest reason Love Live has been successful is the whole fun of fan events, Nikonamas, live concerts, etc. Being able to see them grow and change, and having people like Pyle and Kusun and Suwawa and Anshan realize they're not horrible singers. They can get better, and people are there to support them, and will be there when Love Live is over and they move on knowing they can do anything they want, making memes and inside jokes like Rikiako's artwork and Anaya's tendency to become an old man, submitting artwork, letters that they actually read and take to heart. I just don't see this working with guys.
What the hell?
Male idols and celebrities can't have inside jokes or a fan base that supports them? Okay, take back the nice things that I might have said. You're a misandrist and I hate you. And if you're not a misandrist, I still hate you, cause you're dumb.
No.
The problem with this is that Love Live has already set itself in such a feminine-friendly series that adding a male character would just break it. Add one guy, the series becomes a harem. That's not how a harem works, but go off. Maybe if all the girls were trying to jump the guy's bones, then yeah, it would be a harem. Well, every time you see a guy and a girl together, your first thought is,
Maybe they're making sweet, sweet love. Crazy kids.
without a hint of irony? At a group, the series becomes about their ships. For many fans, the series is about their ships, and this is without any guys. At an idol team, the series becomes about the gender rivalry of the groups. No, it'd just be a rivalry. Whether it be a guy or a girl idol group is irrelevant. You don't hear people bitching about Battle of the Sexes in Idolmaster with Jupiter and the 765 idols, so why would it suddenly change for Love Live? And maybe it wouldn't be the studio's intention or defenders. This is how society works. When there are males, everything revolves around... Oh, for fuck's sake. Just say that you hate men and leave. If you're gonna say something like, oh, society revolves around men, this and that, you have to provide proof of that claim. As it stands, you just come off as a misandrist like the last person. And in the ships department, the Yuri ships don't exist because there are no guys, I'm sure, Jan. They exist because they make sense. Correction, they make sense to you. Riko found confidence in a new purpose in Chika, thus she confesses her love to her. She confesses her platonic love to her, not romantic. If you want to interpret it as romantic, by all means, go ahead, but don't claim that the ship is canon because you fucking said so. But Alec, no, it wasn't platonic. Yes, it was, because in the episodes after the confession, Chica and Rico's relationship doesn't change at all. No romantic banter, nothing of the sort. It's just the same as it was, for the most part. Mari and Canon realize their past mistakes and fix them. Thus it makes sense that they're in love. Fellas, is it gay to bury the hatchet now? Again, if you want to ship Mari and Canon together, go ahead, but stop claiming like it's a universal rule. And besides, there are only 1,000 harem anime, 1,000 romance anime, 1,000 anime in which the plot revolves around the guys. Why? Because guys like that. They like to be represented and those animes are aimed at them. Let us have a girly anime for us. I thought we left this whole no boys allowed, no girls allowed thing to die when we were 5. Apparently not. Here's a suggestion, OP. Take your shipping goggles off for more than 2 seconds, learn what the word harem means, and stop hating the fuck out of men. You're the biggest misandrist here on this side of Clementine Ford.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
And if you say that one of the Love Life characters is straight on social media, well, let me explain it to you with this small sample. If there's WLW aspects, don't erase that. Just say lesbian. Totally agreed. They're not erasing it. It's just their headcanon. Let people be creative and like what they want. You see, that's the sane option. Emotionally fragile love livers don't do the sane option. Aren't you straight, though? What the hell does that have to do with anything? Nozomi is a canon lesbian, and it's literally erasure. No, she isn't. Stop confusing headcanon with official canon. I'm bisexual, and it's not erasure. It's just their headcanon. It would be erasure if they thought it was canon. It's nice that someone in the comments is sane here. I can send you proof. It has been confirmed. She literally states she's never been interested in men. Okay, if Nozomi Tojo is considered a lesbian, then why is it that in the Halation Audio CD from 2011, she states that she wouldn't mind having a boyfriend?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Also, note that the screenshots that I'm showing you are from a YouTube video that visualized what happened in the audio drama. The audio that's played in the video is from that CD, and the translation is official. Of course, I'll link it so you can check it out for yourself and know that I'm not full of shit. To end things off, let me just say that this isn't the norm for Love Live fans. This is just a vocal minority that take the shipping too far. There are plenty of fans that know what's canon and what's not, that don't give a damn whether men are introduced or not, and don't shove their ships down your throat. I just find it incredibly sad and pathetic that people get this bent out of shape over the possibility of men possibly existing in Love Live. And some of these people even go after headcanons, which is even stupider. If they want to visualize one of the characters as straight, let them. Nobody has an issue if you picture them as lesbian, bi, pansexual, or whatever. So why is it suddenly an issue when it's straight? As long as people can tell the difference between official canon and headcanon, I have no issue with you. Whether it's a straight ship or a gay ship, I do not care. I just think people should get the sand out of their vaginas when they get angry at a ship they don't like, or if your interpretation of one character doesn't line up with somebody else's. Just let people have creative freedom. And this is where I'm going to end things for this video. If you haven't already, consider following me on Instagram. I post a lot of artwork there that's Love Live related, Jojo related, and sometimes original material as well. That said, it's all up to you whether or not you are into that kind of thing or no. In any case, I hope you all enjoyed this rambling that I did, and I will see you in the next video.